Hey, it's 2/11/2010, and this is Everyday Epic. I just now finished watching your latest video, and it's interesting because you said a lot of stuff that I'm actually learning in school, like the fact that TV is a passive medium, as are movies, and so it's hard to get involved with them. And or when you do get involved with them, you get involved with them on a very superficial level, as opposed to books where you're actually interacting page by page. In other news, I got new shoes. Sam and I have been working on some new music. One of them is a fusion of hip-hop and metal. Another one is a fusion of metal and Celtic. And also I've been working on some stuff that sounds sort of R&B-ish. I've been working on some stuff that sounds kind of punk-ish. Been trying to write some stuff for piano, but since I don't play piano, it's a little bit difficult.
Strangely enough, one of the songs I wrote recently has a lot to do with what you were saying about TV telling you that you're not good enough, or even just misleading us and saying that life is like this, and if it's not like this, then you're not living life like you should be. I'm going to play that song, or all a half of it, to you in whole right now.
I made a sad realization today. Love will never find me, at least not the way that Henry met Sally, Romeo met Juliet, Adam met Eve, or the way you met my eye right before I watched you leave. Then I went back to my TV and I let it lie to me. I went back to my TV and I let it lie to me. It's the lie I've always lived by, so it's my reality. 'Cause I can't believe there's no one who'll ever satisfy me. So I went back to my TV and I let it lie to me. How many times must I give up what I wanted? And where did I go wrong before I ever got in the wrong bed? I didn't see it coming. How come I never see till it's time to go back to my TV and let it lie to me? I went back to my TV and I let it lie to me. It's the lie I've always lived by, so it's my reality. 'Cause I can't believe there's no one who will ever satisfy me. So I went back to my TV and let it lie to me.
Also, as you will remember from early Everyday Epic days, I am a fan of a free open source program called Blender and a website called LibriVox that gives you free audiobooks of open, public domain stuff. And I've been doing stuff with both of those. I downloaded Alice in Wonderland on LibriVox and did this in Blender. And I don't know Blender very well yet. It's kind of confusing. I'm doing a tutorial. Also, I think I got a glitchy version of it or something, because weight painting isn't working. For those of you who don't animate, weight painting is kind of how you tell the body to attach to the skeleton so that it can move.
In other news, I'm still a college student, and still doing college studenty things. Studenty things, like studying, and writing papers, and making movies for school. I'll upload some of these later. I'm actually directing a documentary about the Pirates of Penzance, which is a play that I am both in and now making a documentary about. So I've been researching some stuff, and I actually probably know more about Pirates of Penzance than a lot of the people that are in Pirates of Penzance, just because I've done a little bit of research. I'm learning my music for that. It is an opera. It is a comedic opera. It was written by Gilbert and Sullivan, who didn't really see that much of each other. They did a lot of their stuff by correspondence, and it was actually sort of written in reference to the fact that a whole bunch of pirated versions of their previous play, HMS Pinafore, were done in the United States, and so they were sort of calling the United States pirates by making this, and tried to get the copyright secured for Pirates of Penzance, and it didn't work. April is quickly approaching. I'm soon to become 18 and graduate from high school, and no longer get free college from PSEO-ness. So I'm going to have to start paying money to go to college, and yeah, that makes me a little bit nervous. I also have a cold, although it's basically just the kind that makes me tired and sounds sort of like Morgan Freeman.
Steve Carell, I want you to build me an ark. That's right.
I watched Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs last night, and I wasn't expecting much, but I laughed uproariously throughout like 90% of the movie. It was really, really funny. And I liked how they were able to keep a lot of the iconic moments from the book and still make it completely different. Just all the stuff is there. And I don't know if you've seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, but it's definitely worth a watch. I watched it twice last night, once regular, once with the commentary. And there's just all this tiny little stuff that the animators had way too much fun putting in there. And the writers had way too much fun writing. Mr. T is in it. Bruce Campbell is in it. All these huge name actors doing this silly movie and just having a great time with it. It actually sort of reminded me of a less sinister Dr. Horrible. And finally, Steven Anderson's top 3 lowest voices. Morgan Freeman, Vin Diesel, Rachel Ray.